It's time now for a special feature of the Glendale Devotional Podcast. The speaker is pastor, evangelist, and natural horsemanship trainer Ron Plymel. Now, here's Brother Ron.
Well, welcome to today's edition of the Glendale Devotional Broadcast. Let me begin this afternoon by thanking you for joining us today, and not only today, but each weekday over the past couple of years. As you all are most probably aware by now, today marks a rather bittersweet moment for us in regard to this broadcast ministry, as today will close out this particular season, being our last broadcast of this ministry. With that in mind, let me echo the scripture that Brother John used yesterday in his time of closing. It's a passage of scripture found within the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, and verse 1. It simply states, "To everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven." And within the verses that follow, there's really a theme of extremes. But one of the ideas that is generated here, though not literally stated, is the time of beginning something and the time of ending something, the time of opening it, the time of closing it. And that is where we find ourselves today. While our overall desire has been to be a blessing to others, this broadcast opportunity has been a tremendous blessing to us. As Brother John mentioned yesterday, we do hope that this broadcast has in some way been a blessing and an inspiration to our listeners. Now, as we begin to close out this season of our ministry, let me take this opportunity to offer a heart of thanks to some of our major players throughout this time. Let me begin at the top of any blessing, and that is by thanking God for opening up this opportunity for me to be a part of this broadcast and to more openly and publicly illustrate the parallels of our horse training and biblical truths that we can offer through our evangelism ministry at Greener Grass Ministries and Horsemanship. Secondly, I want to thank through a most grateful heart my partner in this broadcast ministry, Brother John Hames, who, as most of you should know by now, is pastor of the Glendale Baptist Church on Highway 72 in Glenn, Mississippi. I'm privileged to not only have the relationship of this ministry to share with him, but for some time now, Brother John has been my pastor, and over the years has become one of my most cherished friends. And for those things, I truly, truly say thanks. I also would like to thank my home church of Glendale Baptist Church for the opportunity that they provided for this broadcast ministry, to their financial backing as well as their active listening, praying, and encouraging support. I want to thank the Liberty Radio Network staff for their willingness to work with us and to help us make these broadcasts as beneficial and professional as possible. We will certainly cherish the relationships that we have made through our time with them. Certainly continue to thank my wife and my family for their untiring support of all aspects of my ministry. And then last but certainly not least, by any means, I want to thank you, the listener, for tuning in and supporting our broadcast each weekday for the last couple of years. Again, you have certainly been a blessing to us, and I hope that this broadcast has in some way been a blessing to you. As I begin to close for today, let me remind you of a passage of Scripture that the Apostle Paul wrote in the book of Philippians, which is my thought for each and every one of you and this experience which I've been able to fully enjoy. In chapter 1, beginning verse 3 of Philippians, the Apostle Paul states, "I thank my God upon every remembrance of you, always in every prayer of mine, making requests for you all with joy." Our intention as of now is to continue with our opportunities of working with horses, and will seek to be available for opportunities to go and share the gospel and Bible truths and utilizing our work with the horses. Please pray for our evangelism opportunities and ministry in the year ahead. And of course, you are always welcome to join us on Facebook or in person for our worship at Cowboy Church on Sunday mornings at 8:30, located at High on the Hog Restaurant, Highway 72 East in Glenn, Mississippi. So, for this season of our ministry, and this our last broadcast, I will say one more time, may God bless you, and may He richly bless the trails you travel.
To learn more about Greener Grass Ministries and horsemanship, please call Brother Ron Plymel at 662-415-1514. You're always welcome to visit Cowboy Church, which is held at High on the Hog Barbecue, Highway 72 in Glenn, Mississippi, each Sunday morning at 8:30. Or you can watch their services on Facebook.